why do you need alcohol? Why do you need drugs? It's just to give you a natural high. Correct? When you can be in the natural high without this external influence through yoga or a sports or a fitness, you don't need any of these things. Ravale at 4 o'clock enichal, you'll get the right thoughts. ആ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ എല്ലാ ഇമെയിൽസ് റിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം, വാട്സാപ്പ് റിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യും, എല്ലാം രാവിലെയാണ് എണീച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 5 മണിൻ്റെ ശേഷം. Because you connect with the person. So a lot of people say, Faizal, is the secretary or you only do it? I only do it. Even if I get 500 messages, I reply for 500. How can I be a good human being to other human beings and other creations of God? That is what I every day wanted to do. A.R. Rahman is a close friend. Yeah, very close friend. We worked together, KEF Music Academy. I got him to Nadakkavu School. In fact, we spoke to each other last week, so we meet quite often.
ഫൈസൽ കൊട്ടിക്കോളൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിരിപ്പ് എന്താണ്? നമുക്കൊന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു നോക്കാം. താങ്കളുടെ ഒരു സാധാരണ ദിവസം എങ്ങനെയാണ്? എത്ര മണിക്കൂർ വരും? എന്താണ് ഒരു ദിനചര്യ എങ്ങനെയാണ്?
ബോറിംഗ് ലൈഫാ. ബിക്കോസ് എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ എല്ലാവരും സിസ്റ്റമാറ്റിക്. രാവിലെ 5 മണിക്ക് എണീക്കും. 5 to 6 I read Vedanta books, or philosophical books about life. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് I go run in the beach or a walk in the beach 1 hour, 6 to 7. 7 I have own tennis court at home. 7 to 8 I play tennis. 8 to 9 I do my yoga. So I have a yoga teacher. So my house is like a mini Tulah in Sharjah. Yeah, we built it in 2010. It's 2 acres gifted by the ruler of Sharjah in our own names. At that time we were not allowed to build the homes in Sharjah. And we have the most prominent location. Because ruler came to the factory and spent 4.5 hours, he was very happy that, we are contributing to his country. And all that made it happen. So after that, I go to the office. My office is in Dubai, so traffic is very bad nowadays. So 10 o'clock I go after breakfast. I spend 2-3 hours in the office nowadays, and also have an office at home. So I'm very flexible because it's professionally run now. So I have a chief investment officer run my investments. I have a medical head, Dr. Ravi, who heads all the medical services. So we have a CEO, Mr. Nihaj, in Meitra Hospital, along with Dr. Jijo, who is the chief medical officer there. So I have a good team of leaders, and I just give good guidelines to them now. And today they all know what we are looking for, what is their responsibilities. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് രാവിലെ വൈകിട്ട് ഒരു 5:36 I come, spend time with Shabana. Shabana is more into now art and culture. She is in trustee of Kochi Binale. So we talk about art, we go for exhibitions. Then children are all now in Dubai, so we meet only once in a week. The youngest is with us now. She'll also will go sometime later. So, husband and wife together, and we have 24 people working for us, like a family in the house. And it's like a community again. So we don't miss anybody because it's like a big family, and they all live in the same campus. Celebrate birthdays, and many birthdays come because too many children.
അതെ, ഇത്രയും കുട്ടികളുണ്ട്. വീടും കുട്ടികളും
employees in കുട്ടികളും. So doesn't socialize too much. We are very selective where to go. Hardly go out for dinner because 10 maniki both of us sleep. That's why it's a boring life.
Correct 10 maniki.
Yeah. Very less TV. I don't watch news. Because
പത്രം വായിക്കോ?
പത്രം വായിക്കും രാവിലെ. Yeah, because I only watch BBC for half an hour because it's all negative news, bad news. This conquered whom, Gaza, what happened, Russia, Ukraine, everything is power hungry, power centric. leaders in the world. So I said, the last 2 years, I said, I don't want to hear anything. Correct? So you just do your focus in your life and do what you believe in your life. Correct? So that, and I'm not in social media, so that helped me. I'm only in WhatsApp, which I do for business. So less complications in life, more peace. That's why I say it's a boring life.
മക്കള് അപ്പോൾ കൂടെ ചെറിയ കുട്ടി മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ, മറ്റേ മുതിർന്നവരെ?
No more Cherdi, she is also 22. Yeah.
ഓക്കെ. ജീവിതത്തിലെ ഏറ്റവും സ്വാധീനം?
Now going to be a grandfather and grandmother. Yeah, eldest Sophia is pregnant, so end of August, inshallah. A baby girl is going to come. So looking forward for that. Yeah. And don't want to spoil her, you know. Be a strict grandfather. So normally they say that grandfathers spoils the grandchildren.
എന്തും വാങ്ങിക്കൊടുത്ത്?
No, I don't think I'll do that. I don't want to spoil them.
അച്ഛനും അമ്മയും വാങ്ങിക്കൊടുക്കാത്തതെല്ലാം
അങ്ങനെയാണ് normally.
അപ്പാപ്പനും അമ്മാമ്മയും.
And I've seen many getting spoiled like that. So back of my mind I said no. Yeah.
താങ്കളുടെ ഫാദർ വളരെ താഴ്ന്ന, അതായത് താഴെ തട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരുപാട് കഠിനാധ്വാനം കൊണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ മലബാറിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ആദരിക്കപ്പെടുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആദരണീയനായ, കേരളത്തിൽ ആദരണീയനായ ഒരു സംരംഭകനാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ സ്വാധീനം എത്രമാത്രം ഉണ്ട് താങ്കൾ?
I always say what I am today is because of him. Not just the money. Everything I learned is from my father and mother. You know, mother was very humble. Father is hardworking but very ethical. You know, and എപ്പോഴും എല്ലാവരുടെ ചിരിച്ചിട്ടേ സംസാരിക്കുള്ളൂ. You know, so people make a joke when you go to a wedding. You know, he'll catch 10 hands. You know, and I always, you know, it's a fascination to watch him. And I think I imbibed many of his qualities. You know, and I think he is an incredible human being. And yeah, I think the whole Kerala is proud of him. We are proud of him. You know, he is the head of the family, and we want to make sure that he is proud of us. You know, and I think he has influenced a lot in my life and in my other siblings' lives. So yeah.
ഈ പാരന്റിങ് ആണല്ലോ ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു സംഭവം. ഈ പാരന്റിങ്ങിൽ താങ്കളുടെ ഒരു കൺസെപ്റ്റ് എന്താ?
I think till age of 15, you need to be strong with the kids, teaching values, and learn to say no. Today I've seen parents, everything what children want, they agree. Because parents are so busy. You know, most of them raised by the nannies. Because everybody has to attend parties and everybody, you know, other important thing, I'm not against people drinking. The moment when you start alcohol in a bar in your house, you know, that's become a norm when you grow up. Correct? Why do you need alcohol? Why do you need drugs? It's just to give you a natural high. Correct? When you can be in the natural high without this external influence through yoga or a sports or a fitness, you don't need any of these things. You say, well, I've seen many people, I ask my friends, why do you straight away say, hey, what whiskey you want to drink? Black Mongo, no, Shiva Strigalu, no. All my friends, most of them drink. I said, that's the first thing they'll ask. Okay? They think to have a communication with other person, you need to have intoxication. Correct, no? I don't think you need that. That's a Western influence on us. You know, imagine you do yoga, you do fitness, you are a happy guy, I'm also the same. You don't need that. Correct? You can connect without any of these external things. Not because it's religious or anything I'm talking now. Correct? I've seen how these things at one point get influenced. One drink, two drink, glass of wine must have been okay to start with. But then we'll say, I'm sad, I want one more drink. I'm more depressed, I want one more drink. Correct? Then you get into many complicated decisions in your life. Correct? So I think most of the relations are breaking now because of all these things, in my view. Maybe I'm too conservative. I'm sure when there's people here say, you know, this guy is an old school. But you see today marriages are not lasting. Relationships are failing. Correct? Everybody is unhappy. There should be some reason out of all these things. It's your lifestyle. And that's why I avoid all these influences.
ഓക്കെ. ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഏറ്റവും സ്വാധീനിച്ച വ്യക്തി ആരാണ്?
Dr. Kalam, without a doubt. I had an opportunity when he came to the factory. Almost half a day I spent with him and along with my wife. Incredible human being. Incredible. His energy was another level. And I remember when he went around, all my employees were falling on his feet. I was on a buggy with him. And he's so sweet. He doesn't like all that, and that's what he spoke. Faizal, what I've seen, what you're doing is power of integration. You are integrating human mind and human energy, with technology. Why don't you come to India and do this in education and healthcare? So this is in 2007 when he visited. So he had that long vision, and he influenced me to come to India to do what I'm doing in transforming education and healthcare. And I used to go meet him till he passed away in Delhi, and he was guiding me. And that's why the second school in Krishnagiri was built under his name.
ഈ ഷബാനനെ ജീവിതത്തിലേക്ക് വന്നതിന് ശേഷം താങ്കളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബിസിനസ്സിൻ്റെ കാഴ്ചപ്പാടിൽ എന്ത് മാറ്റമുണ്ട്? താങ്കളുടെ മൊത്തം ജേണിയിൽ ഷബാന ഉണ്ട്. എന്തായിരുന്നു ഷബാന ചെലുത്തിയ ഒരു സ്വാധീനം എന്താണ്?
Shabana മാത്രമല്ല, see, I have a huge respect for women. I'm I would say kind of a feminist. I say, because I like study about energy. The woman's energy is so powerful. Correct? And that's why woman is a mother. God created woman like that. But man doesn't understand that, how powerful the woman is. Correct? Not just in business. They are more composed. They are more balanced. And that is why God given that respect to the woman to make children. Correct? If men is given, then problem of the world. Correct? Because the mother, the way they take care of the children, how they nurture them. Correct? Everything is selfless. Correct? And woman is an epitome of selflessness. Correct? And people misuse the woman. And for me, that was fascinating. And that's it. One day I remember 2002 when I was really growing, I went to Shabana. She never worked in her life till then. I said, Shabana, please come and help me. He said, no, I will not. Why are you asking me? I'm not a businesswoman. I don't know anything. I said, no. Why are you forcing me? And she was getting angry with me. So I said, seeing how you raise these 4 beautiful children. Correct? I mean, that's the most complex in management. Correct? Raising 4 children is not easy. Our Samyat ETC was growing so rapidly. And I wanted a mother to be the HR manager. So that the workers can go and tell the problem to her. They will not tell the problem to me, because always boss is a scary man for them. They will not come and express their problem. So she said, you are putting me in trouble. I said, come and you put a condition, what I should do for you. He said, for me, my priority is 4 children, because she goes to pick up the kids from school. He said, if I have to come, it will be at my time. Then I'll come for a few hours. I said, you do that. So she started as a part-time. And then she saw the love she was giving is changing the people's lives in the factory. Correct? So workers they started more attached to her than me. So what helped me was, I could focus on my technology, on the shop floor and all that. She was the head of HR at that time and administration. So I think eventually she also started to believe that she's really contributing something big to the organization. Since then we always did things together. A lot of people ask me, engane wife full time, everywhere you'll see me every day, madkule, don't you get fed up of your wife? I said, no, we are friends, we enjoy the company, and expectations were low. She is also a very simple lady, never asked me, any expensive things. Both of us are not that type of people, so we were less inclined to material things, so we are more of a good souls, and wanted to spread good energy to the world. I think this is going on, touch wood.
ഇതുവരെ നടത്തിയതിലെ ഏറ്റവും സംതൃപ്തി നൽകുന്ന നിക്ഷേപം ഏതാണ്?
Tulah. Yeah. Tulah is what I really worked for so long. all others, of course, I enjoyed it, etc. Of course, but Tulah has got a larger purpose. It's fulfillment, because when you see you're healing people, like yesterday, I was in tears when this German said, "Hug me." I said, "Faizal, we are family now, correct? So when you come, please come and stay with us in Berlin." Normally, Germans don't do that, correct? They are very straight-faced and very reserved people, because we could make her life happier, and that I've seen in Tulah now last 2 years, solving people's health issues. In Meitra, for example, whenever I come, I normally come, sometimes I come in my private jet, sometimes I come in Air India Express. So I sit with the common man. And so they don't know, 3 seatil irikkunnavar aara njan, they'll thought another worker or another trader. Enda cheyyunna evideya appo povunathu? Then I'll say, njan Meitra Hospital inde new owner. Ayyo, ende ammane idaki, ende mangale idaki. So I mean, then they can't believe that I'm sitting next to them. Maybe they are working like an ordinary worker in UAE somewhere. So I think this is fulfillment, correct? I mean, you will see, oh my God, I'm touching the lives of the people. A lot of times immigration stops me. And then I'll say, Meitra owner, ayyo, sorry sir, so I think education and healthcare is a noble business. But today it is becoming the most unethical business, correct? And I say these two institutions should be preserved, because this is where we create generations, and taking care of health of the people. So I'm very proud that Meitra and Tulah and the foundation, what we are doing, is what I'm happy about it, and gives me a lot of satisfaction.
അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ദുബായിലാണ്, UAE-ലും കേരളത്തിലായിട്ടാണോ താമസം? എങ്ങനെയാണത്?
Yeah, I think almost I spend this time I'm spending 170 days, 160 days in India, and balance 180 days in UAE. And I have a house in Spain, Marbella. 23 years sometimes we go there and spend some
വേറെ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും വീടുണ്ടോ?
അമേരിക്കയിൽ 10 കൊല്ലം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സിലിക്കൺ വാലി, ലോസ് ആൽട്ടോസിൽ. അത് കൊടുത്തു കോവിഡിൻ്റെ സമയത്ത്. Other than that, Bangalore, Kingfisher Tower, we have a nice apartment there. Yeah.
ഈ കോളേജ് വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളോടെ എന്താ പറയാനുള്ളത്?
Don't get into drugs, don't get into alcoholism. You are there to have fun, but don't forget the responsibility of education. You are there to learn, learn to create a dream to reality through education. So don't forget that fundamental reason why you are in the college, correct? And do all fun, playful things without getting addicted to anything. You need to know how to draw a line. And today that's a problem now, especially with the social media influence and TikTok. So many young people are getting influenced. And other important advice is wake up in the morning, get the sun energy, and go sleep when it's 10 o'clock to go to bed.
ഈ മറ്റേ ETCയുടെ കാര്യത്തിലൊക്കെ കുറച്ചൊരു വിചാരിച്ച പോലെ കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നടക്കാതെയൊക്കെ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു സംഭവങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് പഠിപ്പിച്ചത്?
You take everything, when you believe in God, കുറേ അത് ദൈവത്തിന് വിട്ടുകൊടുക്കണം. Because you can't control anything. You can only give your best. Outcome is to the God. He decides whether you deserve it or not. Correct? Once you accept that, you can take failures. So failure is not a challenge. How you take that failure is important to know. So for me, I take failure and difficult times as part of my life. So കുറച്ച് ഡിസപ്പോയിൻമെൻറ്റ് കാണും, അൺഹാപ്പിനെസ് കാണും. ഇപ്പം നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഡേ യോഗ ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് യു മൂവ് ഓൺ.
ഈ യോഗയും നടത്തവും ഈ ടെന്നീസും ഇതൊക്കെയാണോ താങ്കളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ?
ദാറ്റ്സ് മൈ ലൈഫ്.
വായന, പുസ്തകം, ഇപ്പോൾ വേദാന്ത.
അതെ,
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഒരു റൂമിൽ കയറിയപ്പോഴും അവിടെ
വേദാന്ത ട്രീറ്റീസ്
ഇരിക്കുന്ന കണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഏതെല്ലാം പുസ്തകങ്ങളാണ് സ്വാധീനിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്?
I think for me, last 3 years when I started researching and learning about Vedanta, it's the biggest influence, Earlier, even I thought sometimes Vedanta belong to Hindu religion. It's not. It is pre-religion actually, Vedas. Veda means end of knowledge. Vedanta, end of knowledge. That is one of the most influential book. Other is, I'm reading a book called Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, by Deepak Chopra. Again, is a doctor who went to America and is into wellness and spirituality. Interesting book. Again, it's come out of Vedanta, but it's very easy read to understand, what to follow in your life, and what you believe in life. So these are the 2-3 important books. Other than that, I read autobiography. J.R.D. Tata was a big inspiration for me. And I was always looked upon J.R.D. and Tata's. Tata is an institution which really shown how corporate world to function in India or outside India, with ethics and values and principles. So yeah, I think I've taken a lot of input from Tata philosophy of running a business, and of course Vedanta philosophy of running a life.
ഈ വേദാന്തയുടെ അടുക്കാനായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും കാരണമുണ്ടോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ
We were in Himalayas, me and my wife. We came across a gentleman called Mr. Riaz Barucha. He's here. If you have time, you should meet him. He's incredible. And normally when you go to these resorts, after third day you get bored. So I was getting bored after 3 days of spas and everything. Then Shavana said, "Oh, today there is a Vedanta class." So I didn't know what Vedanta class is, And so we both went and attended Vedanta class. 10 minutes we became fans of that philosophy. Then we followed to Pune, went to the academy, spent a week there, then continued.
ഈ ബിസിനസ്സിൽ ഏറ്റവും ത്രില്ല് നൽകണത് എന്ത് ഘടകമാണ് ബിസിനസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു
When you're solving a problem, for example, when diabetes in the results, we've been working for the last 2 years. I got it from Yanapaya Research Institute. Oh my God, your formula molecule is passed. Correct? Oh, that's a thrill because it's not easy. Correct? You say, oh my God, billions of people are going to solve their diabetic problem. Correct? Now I'm excited about the final result, and I'm sure, once you pass the initial test, then it's a process. It will happen. So likewise, my vacuum technology, developing that vacuum technology was not easy. You just want to do it, and when you see, oh my God, the metal is completely pollution free with all impurities out, that's a thrill. So for me, solving a problem was a thrill in business. Continue to be like a child, and attempt what others says it is impossible. So I get more energy when somebody says it's not possible.
ഇതാണ് അറ്റംപ്റ്റ്, അതായത് മറ്റൊരാൾക്കും പെട്ടെന്ന് കോപ്പി അടിക്കാൻ പറ്റാത്ത സംഭവങ്ങളാണ്.
Correct. All the 3 businesses nobody could copy. All the 4 business. ETC nobody copied so far. KEF Infra nobody could copy so far. Meitra Hospital nobody could copy so far. Tulah.
ഈ ബിസിനസ്സിനെ താങ്കൾ നൽകുന്ന ഒരു നിർവചനം എന്താണ്?
Be purposeful. Any business you do or any employment you take, find out why do you want to do that? Is it only for money? That is where unhappiness starts. Correct? You should have that fire in the belly. You say, no, I love this. I wanted to do this. And if you are into journalism, say, hey, I wanted to interview people and take whatever the best from that person and spread this knowledge. Correct? So I think everyone should have purpose. We call dharma. That's called law of dharma. Then you feel happy.
ഈ പണത്തിനോടുള്ള അതിനോടുള്ള കാഴ്ചപ്പാട് എന്താണ്?
Because of my rich father, when we were growing up, he was rich, and he never showed us money is the most important. For him, we were not allowed to wear sunglasses when we were in pre-degree. So I still remember I was on a scooter and he saw me with the sunglasses with my friend, and when he came home he was so upset and he was yelling at me, who nee aara velliya glass il ittittu velliya aalayitte nadakkunna scooter, don't do that, be a same person. You don't have to put a sunglasses to change your personality. So I think all these things is always, as a child, remember, make you there in your mind. What he's telling is, now when I reflect back, be original. Don't show off just because your father is rich. Correct. So we never had that paisana konde randavare aarti because of probably his upbringing. Correct. Even now I don't have that. And that's what we always tell the children. Don't think this entitled to you because we are only custodian. Our job is to really create institutions, and if you want to be part of it, be part of it. Enjoy the journey. So don't sit quiet and say that, hey, dad and mom has got billions of dollars and they will leave it and go. And so we keep reminding them that through charters.
ഈ ഫാദർ കോഴിക്കോടാണ്, ഫുട്ബോളിൻ്റെ കേന്ദ്രമാണ്. ഈ ഫാദറിന് സ്പോർട്സുമായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ബന്ധം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നോ? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അത്
ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ഹി വാസ് ഇൻ ടു സ്പോർട്സ്, ആർട്ട്, കൾച്ചർ. അന്ന് കുറേ ഇപ്പം കാഷ്യസ് ക്ലേ, മമ്മൂട്ടി, പ്രേം നസീർ, all of them was his friends. I still remember Nadia Moidu and Manjil Virinya Pookal. So that was he was a supermodel. He was handsome. So and he was a.
ഈ മുഹമ്മദ് അലി വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടോ?
Calicut. We were kids, and Muhammad Ali came actually to JDT orphanage at that time. അന്നേരം അസനാജി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് ജഡിറ്റിന്റെ ഒരു മെയിൻ ആളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. So dad was into orphanages അന്ന് തന്നെ. So അങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു മുഹമ്മദ് അലി എല്ലാം വന്നത്. So I still have the photos. Even father is very proud to show. വീട്ടിൽ വന്നാൽ എല്ലാവർക്കും കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കും ഇപ്പോഴും. മുഹമ്മദ് അലി ക്ലേയുടെ. So a lot of great personalities used to come home. So we grew up like, but at the same time one condition was there. ആര് വീട്ടിൽ വന്നാലും only children has to serve the tea or coffee. They'll never allow help to do that. Anyone, it's not only the celebrities, even anybody coming to our house, we have to go and serve them. ഈ പാവപ്പെട്ട ആൾക്കാർക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെ സെർവ് ചെയ്യണം. So these things are big valuable lessons, which I still follow.
ഈ ആത്മീയത, സ്പിരിച്വാലിറ്റി, ആ വാക്ക് പലവട്ടം പറഞ്ഞു. എന്താണ് അതിനോടുള്ള കാഴ്ചപ്പാട്?
I think all of us should move to spirituality. We are all human beings, God's creations. We are not born with any religion. Correct? Religion is told to you by your father and mother. Correct? So I believe in that, and every religion follows spirituality. If you really see the fundamental understanding of religion, whether it is Hindus or Muslims or Christians or Jews or anybody, is be good human being. Be good to others. Correct? And this is what we need to follow. But people took into the extremes and become fanaticism. Correct? And this is where the society is getting separated now. And I see that more and more is happening, and that's what in our businesses we don't look at religion at all. We look at spirituality, what that person's belief system is. Correct? Does he believe in this power of God? What is God? It's an unknown. Correct? So for me, these things excites me. This universe excites me. How it's all running, how it's all functioning, how we are able to speak, how so many coordination happens in the parallelly. There's some power there. Correct? So I don't complicate with religion. I said every religion is good. So for me it's easy to meet people, to celebrate when I was young. So I go to churches, I go to temple. I used to go regularly to Mogambika temple when I was in Manipal with my friends. Every weekend we used to go to churches in Manipal. So I grew up with every religion, and because I knew that fundamentals are the same. People didn't understand this.
എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ ചുറ്റിലുമുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് സ്വാധീനിക്കുന്നത്, അവരെങ്ങനെയാണ് ശാക്തീകരിക്കുന്നത്?
ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ, when you don't have, judgment, when you don't have apprehension, when you accept people the way they are, you keep smiling to them, people will love you. Correct, no? So, it's not I don't see, it's a difficult thing, and everybody will be with you, money will come. Everybody will work more with you. So here, we do some magical things, and I say, how it is happening? Because of my people's energy. Because as a leader, they loves me. They know that I don't have any bad intentions for them. So it's a truth, correct? So when you're true to people, people can feel the energy. When you fake, they know. So they try to take everything they can and they run. Correct? So I've been lucky, I never had such instances, very few, nobody has cheated me. So it's very difficult for people to, accept what I'm saying. ഇത് വെറുതെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി പറയാന്ന് പറയും. ഓനിപ്പോ കുറെ പൈസ ആക്കിയിട്ട് ഇപ്പം he talks philosophy. This is what sometimes people say. ഇപ്പൊ എന്തെല്ലാം പറയാ അവന്, no.
ഇതൊക്കെ പറയാലോ, ഇത്രയും കാശൊക്കെ ആയാലോ.
Correct. So, but without money also, same thing. I never changed myself.
ഈ പുതിയ ആശയമൊക്കെ എപ്പോഴാണ് വരണേ? ഇങ്ങനെ തുല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ആശയം വരുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ പുതിയ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഈ ആശയം
രാവിലെ നടക്കുമ്പോ.
അത് ശരി, നടക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് അല്ലേ?
That's what I said. The early sun energy is so powerful, which human beings are not tapping. And for me, those times are so important. ഈ ബ്രഹ്മ മുഹൂർത്തം എന്ന് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. രാവിലെ 4 o'clock എണീച്ചാൽ you'll get the right thoughts. ആ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ എല്ലാ ഇമെയിൽസ് റിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം, വാട്സാപ്പ് റിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യും, എല്ലാം രാവിലെയാണ് എണീച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞ 5 മണിന്റെ ശേഷം. Because you connect with the person. So a lot of people say, Faizal, ഇത് സെക്രട്ടറി ആണോ ഇതിൽ അയക്കുന്നത്, or you only do it? I only do it. Even if I get 500 messages, I reply for 500.
Oh.
Yeah. And that reply is something it comes from my heart. When I appreciate people, only when I feel you should be appreciated, I convey that message. So everything, you should do it from your heart, sincerely. Then people will know he is a true man, and I want to connect with him. So everything in life is that connect, and if you connect, the business generates, business starts, then the volume of turnover starts, then profits increases. So you see, it's the fundamentals of businesses, starting with human to human.
പുതിയ ആശയമാണല്ലേ, അത് ആദ്യം ആരോടാ പറയാ?
വൈഫിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത്. രാവിലെ എല്ലാം അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് ചിലപ്പോൾ വീറ്റു ആവും, എന്നാലും ചെയ്യും.
എന്നാലും പറയും.
I keep telling her, she has to sit and listen to this every day.
എന്താ പറയാതെ കേൾക്കുമ്പോ ഇങ്ങനെ?
She just keeps quiet. Yeah. She doesn't react. She is like a sponge. Yeah. So we are yin and yang. Yeah, she is totally opposite, quiet person.
ഹോബി എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ?
ഹോബി പാട്ടിഷ്ടം.
പാടൂ.
വൈഫും ഞാനും we have a karaoke studio. We used to regularly sing. Yeah.
എന്ത് തരം സംഗീതമാണ്?
I like my 80s and 90s Western music. I like Hindi music. I sing. My favorite song is Jimmy Jimmy Gire Saban. Sulaga Sulaga. I sing that.
അപ്പൊ ബാബുരാജിന്റെ പാട്ട് ഇഷ്ടം?
ബാബുരാജിന്റെ മലയാളം പണ്ടത്തെ പാട്ടുകൾ നമ്മളെ മധു പ്രേം നസീറിന്റെ പാട്ടുകൾ അറിയുള്ളൂ. ബിക്കോസ് അന്ന് I used to watch movies, Malayalam movies.
ബാബുക്കനറിയാത്ത കോഴിക്കോട്ടുകാരുണ്ടാവില്ല.
ബാബുരാജിന്റെ അറിയാം. 18 years കഴിഞ്ഞ് പോയതാ. So then I lost touch with Malayalam. അന്നത്തെ ചെമ്മീൻ മൂവീസും those were my times. I'm 61. So yeah. So now I'm back in Malayalam, Kerala. So let's see.
സ്ഥിരം എല്ലാ ദിവസവും പാടും? എങ്ങനെയാ?
Yesterday we had a music session. Any program there will be music.
അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടുപേർക്കും ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു പാട്ട് സ്ഥിരം പാടുന്ന പാട്ടുണ്ടാവില്ല, അതേതാ?
You see, I always make fun of her. Kadal Nakare Ponore, Kana Pandana Ponore. So these are all the, Malayalam songs I keep repeating. A.R. Rahman is a close friend. Yeah, very close friend. We worked together, K Music Academy. I got him to Nadakkavu School. In fact, we spoke to each other last week, so we meet quite often. So we go to studios sometimes, and amazing person. So yeah.
ഈ ഓറോവില്ലിൽ നിന്നാണോ ഈ സംഗീതവും സ്വരങ്ങളും ഇതും?
Manipal.
മണിപ്പാൽ.
Yeah, I was a fun-loving guy with music, and I was because I was then basketball captain, and wherever I go, I generate that energy. Yeah.
ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് ലോകരാജ്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ സന്ദർശിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടാവില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് ഏറ്റവും ആകർഷിച്ച രാജ്യങ്ങൾ?
Iceland.
എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ്?
It's something special, correct? You go there, oh my God. It's, നമ്മളെ dreams എന്നെല്ലാം പറയുന്നില്ല. You can't imagine. It's full of snow. It's full of blue skies, northern lights, how full colors in the sky. It's an incredible vacation we had. And first time my wife, we always been 32 years together. Serious anichittu vanne madi njan ottekkonnu poi nokkate. I said, "Orappaano, where are you going to go?" I'm going to Iceland for my 50th birthday. I wanted to see whether I can survive without you. So I said, I encouraged, I said, you should go. So she went alone first time. Yeah, 3 days. Then I joined with my children 4th day onwards. Yes. Now she wants to go to Bhutan now. So if now she's started liking, then I'm getting scared now.
പേടിക്കണം. ഈ യാത്രയാണോ, വായനയാണോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലോകത്തെ ആൾക്കാരായിട്ടുള്ള കണ്ടുള്ളയിലോ, നെറ്റ്വർക്കിംഗ് ആണോ? എന്താണ് ഈ ഫൈസൽ കൊട്ടിക്കോളൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ വ്യക്തിയെ മോൾഡ് ചെയ്തെടുത്തത്? എന്തായിരിക്കും?
I think people and travel. I think these are two things. And my interests in understanding what other person is. എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഇഷ്ടം പോയിട്ട് അവരുടെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചോദിക്കാൻ, അവരുടെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ചോദിക്കാൻ, അവരുടെ ലൈഫ്, വാട്ട് ഇസ് their life when I was young. That fascinates me, how versatile each human being is. And we think, oh my God, nammal matra kashtapattullu. Everybody goes through the struggle in their life. Correct? Everybody's got their own problems, own emotional challenges, own relationship challenges. That fascinates me, human beings, and that's why I never get bored, because I'm a people's person. I love to talk to people, and I like to travel and meet different people. So yeah, I think it's travel and people keeps me energized.
താങ്കളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിന്റെ പർപ്പസ് എന്താണ്?
Purpose in life is to how I can help other person. How can I be a good human being to other human beings and other creations of God. That is what I every day wanted to do, and I never look at myself as a priority. I look at others and how can I contribute to that person, and that keeps me excited, like a child, and I wanted to pursue that till I die.
അപ്പോൾ നന്ദി, ഇത്രയും നേരം ധനത്തോടെ ഇത്രയും മനസ്സ് തുറന്ന് സംസാരിച്ചതിന്.
Congratulations to Dhanam. ഞാൻ കുറേ വർഷങ്ങളായിട്ട് ധനത്തിനെ ഫോളോ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരാൾ. I've been following both the founders and a lot of respect. The reason is ഈ entrepreneur ലൈഫും ജേർണിയും nobody understands. Correct? Only they'll see is 1000 കോടിയുടെ പദ്ധതി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 10,000 കോടിയുടെ revenue. But what goes on behind an entrepreneur? And I think that is what people like you guys have really brought it up, to the world. So I think it's very important for promote entrepreneurship, in the country and the state. So congratulations.
Thank you.
ചെയ്യുന്നവനെ തെറ്റ് പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ചെയ്യാത്ത ആൾക്ക് ഒരു തെറ്റേ പറ്റുള്ളൂ, ഒന്നും ചെയ്തില്ല എന്നുള്ള തെറ്റുള്ളൂ. ചെയ്യുന്നവനെ തെറ്റ് പറ്റും, അത് തെറ്റുന്നതാണ് നമ്മൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത്. ദി ഓൺലി തിങ് വേഴ്സ് ദാൻ ട്രെയിനിങ് പീപ്പിൾ ആൻഡ് ദം ലീവിങ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് ട്രെയിനിങ് പീപ്പിൾ ആൻഡ് ദം സ്റ്റേയിങ്. വിജയിക്കാനുള്ള മനസ്സാണ് വിജയത്തിന് കാരണം. യു വാണ്ട് ടു വിൻ, യു ക്യാൻ. ഇന്ന് എൻ്റെയും കാഴ്ചപ്പാടും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ പിള്ളേരോട് പറയണതും ദാറ്റ് ഒബ്സ്റ്റക്കിൾ ഇസ് ദ വേ. അത് പേടിച്ച് നമ്മൾ തടഞ്ഞ് അവിടെ നിന്നാൽ അതോടുകൂടി നമ്മുടെ ഗ്രോത്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു.